You talk about working on your first Corvette. I know you said you have that here now, but at one point in time you wanted just to be able to get that car,
yeah.
right? Put into perspective for me, or can you, going from that moment to where you are now in your life?
To get that car, I had one of my buddies called me and said he had a friend that had a Corvette that had a problem with the motor, would I work on it? And I said, sure. And when I went over and looked at it and diagnosed it, he said, well, you know anybody who wants to buy it? And I said, well, what do you want for it? He said, well, I'll take $1,000. It took me 3 notes to get $1,000 together to be able to buy it. And then I think about how excited I was and how many times I painted that car, different colors and different wheels and all that. It was just kind of my baby. I dated my wife the first night in that car, and when we first met, and it broke down on the highway, and I had to crawl under and put a star wire together to make it run. So she talks about that still, but
it worked out okay.
It worked out okay. She's happy now. But I just remember going to the dealerships when I was 13 or 14 years old, and the new cars would come out, and they'd paper the walls, and everybody would go see the new cars. So you couldn't go see them. One day, all the cars came out, and I remember how excited I was about sitting in a '63 Chevrolet 409 and just drooling over the car. And I have one now. I really owe the love affair I've had with automobiles and muscle cars. Working in the gas station, going to school, meeting a dealer, running a company for him when I was 23, and then getting my first store when I was 26. And it was that passion and love for the automobile. It never felt like work to me. And I always raced. I raced boats, I raced drag cars, I raced something all of my life. So the two things I love outside of my family is racing and automobiles. So I get to make a living doing it. So that's, you're pretty lucky when you can do that.